My ex-husband fathered 7 children with 4 different women while married to me, and now his family wants me to host them all for Christmas. 38F have spent 5 years rebuilding my life and protecting my kids from the wreckage of their father's betrayal. And I'm not about to let one Christmas undo it all. My ex-husband Lucas 40M and I divorced 5 years ago, and difficult doesn't begin to describe it. I found out he'd been cheating on me for 4 of our 10-year marriage when a woman I'd never met called my house, screaming that Lucas was the father of her 3-year-old son and that she wasn't the only one. By the time the dust settled, Lucas was DNA tested for 6 potential children, and 5 of them were his. To make it worse, he'd known about 2 more kids from another affair born during our marriage and had been hiding them from me too. That's 7 children he fathered with 4 different women while he was married to me. I called the divorce the second I saw the DNA results. He begged me to stay, cried, lied, blamed midlife crisis and loneliness, but I didn't waver. I couldn't for me, for our kids, then 6 and 4 for any shred of dignity I had left. The divorce didn't end his nonsense. He tried to drag me into co-parenting discussions with the other mothers, asking me to mediate custody fights, to help with child support payments, even to babysit his other kids when he was swamped. I told him flat out, those kids aren't mine. Their mothers aren't my responsibility, and I wanted nothing to do with any of it. He called me heartless or selfish, unwilling to put the kids first, but I didn't care. I had my own kids to raise, my own trauma to process, and no bandwidth for his endless mistakes. 5 years later, our kids, 11-year-old Noah and 9-year-old Lila, are doing well. They see Lucas 1 weekend a month, per our custody agreement, but it's never just about them. He never calls to ask how their school plays went, or if they passed their math tests or what they want for Christmas. Every time he contacts them, it's to beg for family time that includes me. Let's all go to the zoo. Can we have a family dinner? I miss us being together. I shut him down every time. We are not a family, I say. You can see the kids, but I'm not participating in your fantasy. He gets angry, calls me bitter, but he never fights for just the kids, because that's not what he wants. He wants to pretend he's a good father, a good ex-husband, a man who tried to make it work. He wants to erase the pain he caused. But I won't let him. My only soft spot has been Lucas's parents, my former in-laws. They're good people, and they love Noah and Lila fiercely. They never defended Lucas's cheating, apologized to me on his behalf, and have always respected my boundaries, until last month. We were at their house for Sunday dinner, a monthly tradition for the kids, and his mom brought up Christmas. "Clara, we've been talking," she said, her voice gentle but firm. "It would be so good for the kids to have both sides of the family together for Christmas. Lucas is bringing the kids he has full-time, Liam and Zoe, and we thought you could host. We'll even buy the turkey, make all the sides. It's just 1 day." "For the kids," I stared at her, shocked. "Host Lucas and his other kids," I said. "Absolutely not." His dad jumped in. "Clara, we know the divorce was hard, but holding on to this spite isn't good for anyone. The kids should know their siblings, half-siblings or not. They're family." I felt my blood boil. "Family?" I repeated. "Lucas lied to me for years, fathered 7 kids with other women while we were married, and now I'm supposed to pretend we're one big happy family for Christmas? Those kids aren't my family. Lucas isn't my family. This isn't about spite. It's about protecting my kids." I tried to explain, but they didn't want to listen. "You're punishing the kids for Lucas's mistakes," his mom said. "Liam and Zoe don't have a mother around. They live with Lucas full-time. They deserve to have a Christmas with family." I wanted to scream. Liam and Zoe's mother wasn't around because Lucas had cheated on her too, then convinced her to sign over custody when she couldn't afford to raise them alone. That wasn't my problem. That was Lucas's. "I'm not their mother," I said. "I can't be a mother to them, and I won't pretend to be. And I won't make Noah and Lila watch me fake kindness to the man who destroyed our family, or to kids who are a constant reminder of that betrayal." His dad sighed. "You're being too harsh. Christmas is about forgiveness." "Forgiveness isn't the same as forgetting," I said. "Forgiveness isn't inviting your ex-husband and his 7th and 8th kids into your home to pretend everything's okay. Forgiveness is me letting him see our kids, letting you see our kids, not holding his mistakes against Noah and Lila. That's as far as I'll go." They didn't like it. His mom cried, said I was breaking the family apart. His dad got quiet, disappointed. The dinner ended awkwardly, and I left with Noah and Lila, my chest tight. A week later, Lucas called me. He'd heard about the conversation with his parents, and he was furious. "Why can't you just do this one thing for the kids?" he yelled. "They want to see their siblings. They want a normal Christmas." I laughed, bitter. "Do they? Or do you want a normal Christmas photo up to post on Facebook? You haven't even asked Noah and Lila if they want to meet your other kids. You just assumed." He paused. "Well, they should want to. They're siblings. They're strangers," I said. "Strangers who exist because you cheated on me. Strangers who remind Noah and Lila that their dad chose to have other families while he was supposed to be ours. You think that's good for them? You think forcing them to bond with kids who are a symbol of your betrayal is putting them first?" He started begging, then threatening. "If you don't let us come, I'll fight for more custody," he said. "I'll tell the judge you're alienating the kids from their siblings." I didn't back down. "Go ahead," I said. "Tell the judge about the 7 kids you fathered while married to me. Tell him about how you never called the kids just to say hi, only to beg for family time with me. Tell him about how you want me to play stepmom to your other kids so you don't have to deal with the consequences of your actions. See how that works out for you." He hung up, and I blocked his number, temporarily per our custody agreement, but enough to give me space. The real fear, the one I didn't say out loud to Lucas or his parents, was that he'd lie to Liam and Zoe, that he'd tell them I was their new mum, that we were going to be a real family now. He'd done it before. His parents told me he'd lied to Liam and Zoe about their own mum, said she didn't love them anymore when she'd actually been forced to give them up. I couldn't be part of that lie. I couldn't let 2 more kids believe I'd step into a role I had no intention of filling. And I couldn't let Noah and Lila watch that. Watch their dad manipulate another set of kids. Watch him pretend to be a good father when he couldn't even be present for them. I sat down with Noah and Lila that night. I wanted to hear their feelings, not just assume. I told them about Lucas's request, about the conversation with their grandparents. "What do you think?" I asked. "Do you want Lucas and his other kids to come for Christmas?" Noah, who's always been quiet and thoughtful, said, "No, Mom, I don't want to. Every time Dad comes around, he's weird about you. I don't want that on Christmas." Lila nodded, her eyes big. "I just want Christmas to be us," she said, "with Grandma and Grandpa, my parents, and cookies and our traditions. I don't want strangers there. I don't want Dad being sad or mad at you." I hugged them tight, crying. They got it. They didn't need a fake family. They needed safety, peace, the Christmas traditions we'd built together over the last 5 years. A week before Christmas, Lucas showed up at my house unannounced. He had Liam and Zoe with him, 2 small kids, scared and confused. "Just let us come in for 10 minutes, he said. "Let the kids meet. That's all, for Christmas." I stood in the doorway, blocking him. "No, Lucas," I said. "I told you no. This isn't fair to any of the kids. You're using them to get what you want." Liam, who's 7, looked up at me. "Are you my new mom?" he asked. My heart broke. Lucas had lied to him. "No, sweetie," I said gently. "I'm Noah and Lila's mom. Your dad loves you, and you deserve someone who will be there for you forever. But that's not me." Lucas's face turned red. "You're cruel," he said. "You're ruining their Christmas." "I'm protecting them," I said. "From you, from your lies, from the chaos you create everywhere you go." I called the police, per our custody agreement. He wasn't allowed to be at my house without notice, and he left. Yelling threats Christmas Eve, my former in-laws called. They apologized. "We talked to Lucas," his mom said. "He told Liam and Zoe you're their new mom." "That's not right. We're sorry we pushed you. We just want the kids to be happy, but this isn't the way." I accepted their apology. They came for Christmas dinner. Just them, me, Noah, Lila, and my parents. It was perfect. We baked cookies, opened presents, watched Christmas movies, and for the first time in years there was no tension, no lies, no reminders of Lucas's betrayal. Noah and Lila laughed, played, and didn't mention their dad once. It was the Christmas they deserved. Lucas didn't contact us on Christmas. He didn't call, didn't text, didn't show up. I later heard from his parents that he'd spent Christmas alone with Liam and Zoe, after the other mothers refused to let him see their kids. He'd made his bed and he was lying in it. So am I the asshole for refusing to have my ex-husband and his other children over for Christmas? No, not even a little. Putting the kids first doesn't mean forcing them into uncomfortable, painful situations to satisfy their father's guilt or their grandparents' fantasy of family. It means protecting their peace, their safety, their right to a Christmas free of chaos and reminders of betrayal. It means honoring the life we've built together, not trying to patch up the one Lucas destroyed. I still hate Lucas. I still grieve the marriage we had, the father I thought he'd be. But I don't let that hate consume me. I channel it into protecting Noah and Lila, into giving them the stable, loving home they deserve. And if that means saying no to a fake Christmas reunion, then so be it. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do for your kids is stand your ground, even when everyone else is telling you to give in.